Olson here, also known as the Goal Digger Girl, coming in live for day 3 of the Multiple Streams to Multi-Millions Masterclass. Welcome back. We have been rolling up our sleeves, getting to work in these few days together because it is your time to really see what's out there, what's available for you. And by the way, we're talking a lot about strategy. We're talking a lot about branding, lead generation, your online presence. So if you have a stream right now where you're like, that stream's not going, we are digging into all the things, okay? But we really want to expand your mind for the possibilities and even just question, are you in the right space? Are you in the right niche? Is there something else for you? Are you doing it because you feel like you're supposed to do it, right? So we are challenging a little bit to think outside the box. So we want to welcome you guys on for day 3 of our Multiple Streams to Multi-Millions Masterclass. Say that 10 times fast. But you are here finishing up the 3rd day. We do have a bonus training on Monday, so we're not done yet. But for everyone who finishes all 3 days, you are getting a gift from us. So we'll have this in the homework post, and you are going to get a gift from us. It is my multiple, what is it called? The Millionaire Mindset tracks. We have a playlist for you with meditations, guided visualizations, affirmations. So if it would be helpful for you to have me in your ear telling you you're amazing, then this is the meditation series and tracks for you, and you get that as a gift from us, okay? So we can point you in the direction of that when we are wrapping up. And also we do have a winner from day 2. So our winner from day 2 is gonna get some swag from our swag shop. Just drop the shirt on the floor, nobody cares, because you can pick whatever you want out of the swag shop. So you're gonna get a swag set for being a winner. And reminder, all of you go check out our swag on our swag shop because all proceeds go to our nonprofit Elephant Sisters. So our winner for day 2 is Lisa Rawls Collins. Congratulations, Lisa. Connect with our team. We'll get you the link so you can browse our options, and then you can pick out a couple of pieces and we'll get those sent off to you. So congratulations, Lisa. You are our day 2 winner, which is amazing. And I want to remind you guys, what we are teaching you in this time together, it absolutely trumps what else is being taught out in the marketplace, okay? I'm still getting those spammy messages, right? Or I'm still getting people saying, their upline tells them they're not posting enough and they need to just post more sales, post more product images, more before and after pictures, and it's just not working anymore. So we want to remind you what we're teaching you is against the grain. We're thinking outside the box. We're really challenging you, okay? So we're excited to continue that conversation today. Also, all the replays are in guide number 7 through Tuesday at midnight. Guide number 7 is where all the replays are, unless you bought VIP, which I highly recommend. Hundreds of you bought VIP, so you can still grab that if you want to get the replays. Just put VIP in the comments. And VIP will get you lifetime access to the replays, the recordings, the Zoom sessions, all the things. The business plan, which is the next thing. It's the best thing since sliced bread, okay? So get yourself the business plan and just put VIP in the comments, okay? And on Monday, we have a bonus training for you. We're gonna come back in here at 2 o'clock Central on Monday, talking all about lead magnets. What can you put out there based on what you're selling, what your niche is, all the things. We're going to teach you how to develop a lead magnet. And some of you have one and it's not converting. I see you, at least you're trying, which is good. Many of you don't even have one. This is the very first step in marketing, is a lead magnet. You got to have something that people want, and you've got to learn how to put that together. And we're going to talk about that on Monday. So we're going to blow your socks off with a bonus training on Monday. So we're not done yet. All right. Now, I want to share something very exciting with you guys, because if you haven't noticed, I love giving things away. So what we're going to do is we are going to share with you a brand new announcement, a brand new bonus that we're going to be giving to our new students. By the way, I want to shout out our new students. And obviously we have some students that have recently come into our programs as well. So we celebrate you. If you're in our programs right now, you're in 6-Figure Breakthrough or Ignited Life Coaching, hello, say hello in the comments. Let us know what you're working on in the programs right now. What's your favorite thing? Put that in the comments as well. I'm gonna actually bring on one of our current students, and then I'm gonna share with you guys the surprises I have for you, because I told you I want to be like Oprah. So this is like my mini version of being like Oprah in my own Kimberly Olsen self. Okay. So from backstage, we're going to bring up Lori Barthlow. Now, Lori and I actually met years ago, which is kind of funny. She had interviewed for a job that we were hiring for at the company I was with, and we reconnected, and she's like, remember when? I was like, no way. So it was really cool because just she's gone, she's done a lot in her life since then. I have as well. And for us to be able to come together, be able to partner up and work together, client coach relationship. But she is the perfect example of this conversation we've been having behind the scenes in the Zoom sessions of, let's really figure out what you want to do on this planet. I know it's a big task, but let's figure out what you want to do. Let's figure out what your gifts are. Let's figure out what your passions are, and let's figure out how we can package that and market it. So I'm going to bring Lori up. The wellness gal is her
Hi.
And says there. Hello, Lori. Thank you for being on. I so appreciate you. You're the best, and you're wearing the Gold Digger pink.
Yes, my favorite.
I know, we share that affinity together. So, and let me turn up the volume so Instagram can hear what we're saying. So just to start, why don't you introduce yourself? Tell everyone a little bit about you and what you do.
Okay, so I'm Lori Barthlow. I started out actually as high performance coach, focusing on lifestyle-based wellness. And through this program, I've been through a lot of different things. And so I made a major pivot in the program when we were on our retreat, actually. So I'm going back to what I've done, but I am sports psychology is what I do. And I work with high performance athletes. So that's what I'm focusing on. And it is so easy now that I am in my space. That is what my heart tells me to do. So, and it happened with Gold Digger Girl.
Well, this is really cool because I actually think this is going to happen for some of you. In February, you came through a masterclass like this, and you came into six-figure breakthrough. And as you and I were talking, I was like, ooh, I think you actually are ready for Ignited Life Coaching, and we'll go ahead and customize the 6FB piece to that. And now, you came in wanting to do something and then obviously transition. So this will happen for some of you, but can you share with everybody what it's like inside the programs? Has it been helpful for you to have some structure, but have some customization in the process, being able to get the support you want? Tell us a little bit about what it's been like for you in the program.
Yeah, it's been awesome. Ignited Life Coaching is great. There's so much information. Like, you just need to put in the time and do the work. Like, everything that you would need, that you were wondering what you should do, is answered in the program. It's crazy. I mean, it's awesome though. And I think what drew me to the program is that I've been buying so many different packages and programs and I have like a million different things, but nothing truly was in one place and aligned correctly. It's just the way that you guys put everything together is just perfect. Like, it's everything. I don't even know how else to explain it, but it's everything. And it's helped me so much. I think everything in the program helps build confidence because of the way that you present all the material, whether you're watching a video or reading material or, talking to each other in our messages and connecting that way. And especially with the group of women that are drawn to this, it's power in numbers. I mean, it's amazing. So yeah, there's so much in the program. Like, there's more than enough, like a lot more than enough.
And I would say you can probably be one of these women. I don't know, you can share with me if I'm right, but I think that, being such a high achiever yourself, that we tend to go it alone a little bit. Yeah. And I noticed with you did kind of come in that way because you didn't really know a lot of people in our community, but you've really responded to the other women in the program and really just saying, hey guys, this is what I'm doing. If you can jump in and help. And I see you on their posts supporting them. Would you say that is a fair statement?
Oh yeah, definitely. Because, for me, I like to go in when I decide I want to do something, I just full force and just go and do it. And I don't have to wait for anybody to tell me what to do, but sometimes, that's not very good. So having support and having other people to lean on and say, hey, what do you think? You let yourself be a little bit more vulnerable. And so, yes, I'm very driven, but I think the space within this group allows women to be vulnerable and to be their best self, the very best version of their self that you never knew you thought you could be. So I think so.
Yeah. And it's so beautiful to see, because I think, having a true breakthrough, people want the breakthrough. That's what everybody wants. I want a breakthrough. And in order for that to happen, it has to be a safe environment. You have to be able to feel vulnerable, like you said, but you also need people who will really see you, and also be able to say, hey, I see this gift in you. I see that you're passionate about this. Is this the direction you want to go in? So have you had a breakthrough in our programs? Because obviously you just started in February, so a few months in. Have you had a breakthrough?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely. And so I would have to say that I was pretty guarded coming in, because, a lot of things that we work on, you have to be willing and open to work on, especially your mindset. And so, I didn't realize that I was going to have this breakthrough. You don't really realize when you have a breakthrough, but it's just when you step into what is truly something that you're meant to do, it's not hard. You don't have a lot of resistance anymore. And it's not frustrating. And I was feeling that way. I was feeling frustrated and I had resistance. I'm like, I don't like social media. That's just, and really it wasn't that, because I had all the tools. Like, the program gave me all the tools. It was that I wasn't doing what I really wanted to do. I was doing what I thought I had to do because I knew it and whatever. But so, yeah, stepping into that breakthrough was amazing. And now I can't slow down. Since I've made my pivot, I have so many opportunities coming my way. I have so many clients. It's crazy. It is absolutely ridiculous, like, in a good way, because before I was like, oh my gosh, I got to get some clients, what now with that breakthrough, it's everything. I can't say enough about this program, ladies. Like, if you're looking for a way to help yourself get to the next level, this is the program that you want to do, because you have support. It's not just, okay, I'm going to pay for the program and then you're off by yourself. You're absolutely with people. You're with Kimberly, you're with all the other women in the group. You're with all of the team at Gold Digger. And I've done a ton of programs, but this takes the cake. It's great. I have master's degrees also. And so the material in the program is next level. And I would take this in a college course if I had the opportunity, but I don't, because I'm doing it here. So
hey, even better. That's awesome. Thank you so much for saying that. That's such a compliment. And, you're just so honest and genuine. And I know you really mean it. So it means a lot. And it's been so fun to see you. And when you say it's like easy, you're in flow, you're aligned, you've tapped into like what lights you up and how you can really serve in this world. Like, you're really found something beautiful that you're excellent at, and like you're changing people's lives. I mean, what could be more rewarding? And obviously they're paying you for it as well, which is really nice. So that's great. That's awesome. Well, if any of you guys want to connect with Lori, she's an open book. When you're done, if you want to drop your link, just say hello in the comments so they know it's you, Lori Bartholow. So yeah, just shoot her a DM if you have any questions. She'll answer them for you. But thank you so much, Lori.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yes, I appreciate it. Thanks on Instagram if you guys are just kind of hanging out with us. We were interviewing inside of our Facebook community. So thanks for hanging, guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and share screen, and I'm gonna show you guys. Actually, I don't know if I can do this on a different. Let me try. I'm gonna try to go to a different browser. I'm gonna get real fancy here. Are you guys excited? So I wanted to let you guys know that we have some bonuses for you. Now, if you've already enrolled in the programs during this launch, and if you guys didn't know, we have our two main programs, Six Figure Breakthrough Business Academy and Ignited Life Coaching. We are going to be limiting how often we open these up. And we are also going to potentially, you will see a price increase. Some of you've watched before and you've seen us We've even doubled the price at points. So if you're wondering that could the price go up, when can I get in? Your time is now, okay? So we can work with you in the back end to figure out how to make that accessible. But if you've already enrolled, you get these bonuses. And then if you have not enrolled and you're going to, we are going to have the programs open until Tuesday at midnight. That's our cutoff date. We're shutting the programs down. And then the week after the holiday, this class of students will begin. But you guys, as soon as you enroll, you'll have your back login for the back office email to you. So you can start working through the content now, but you're going to get a box in the mail with your course materials. Okay. So it's going to feel like college, like Lori was talking about. So you're going to have your manual. You're going to have, we always send like gifts and swag and different things in the mail, but you're going to have your manual, but you'll have digital access to that immediately. Okay. So when you come in, you can start working through everything right away, but we have additional bonuses when you enroll between now and Tuesday night. So the first one is an in-person experience. So did you hear a couple of the ladies talking about how powerful that in-person experience was for them? Let's see if I can figure this out. I'm just going to attempt to do this one. Feel free to let me know, Wendy. I'm going to go to the private chat. Let me know if people can't see it. Okay. So this right here is what we have for you guys for coming into Six Figure Breakthrough Business Academy. We have an in-person mastermind in my hometown. Well, I didn't grow up here, but this is where I live. We're going to invite you to an in-person mastermind as part of Six Figure Breakthrough Business Academy in Austin, Texas. How many of you have been wanting to go to Austin? You don't want to come right now because it's 105 degrees, but you do want to come in the fall. So when it's snowing and all the things, you can come here. So towards, I can't remember the dates. Maybe my team can put it in the comments. But we will have an in-person experience for you in October, and we will be hosting it at Hotel Indigo, which is a beautiful location downtown. So you guys will obviously be able to stay wherever you want to, enjoy the city. I have lots of different suggestions for sightseeing and different things, but this is going to be a 2-day in-person mastermind. Let me just tell you what happens when you come in person with myself and the team. We see true mind-blowing transformation. And there's just something about being with others in a room. I can't describe it. You cannot get the same thing remotely. Now, if you can't come and you're in Australia or something, we actually did have someone come from Australia to our last one. It's okay. It's all good. And it's a bonus for you. It's included. This is something we're including in the program for you. So if you are coming into Six Figure Breakthrough Business Academy, you're going to get to come to Hotel Indigo, which is in Austin. And then we haven't, I don't have the venues to show you, but for Ignited Life Coaching, we are going to be, let's see if we can look at a pretty picture here. We don't have the locations figured out, so this will give you an idea. But we're going back to Destin, Florida for Ignited Life Coaching. So if you come into that program, this one at this level, because it's obviously a higher investment level. What we do for Ignited Life Coaching is it's actually, you'll come in on a Thursday evening, and then we'll be together all day Friday, Saturday, and leave on Sunday. This one, the accommodations are included. Okay. So for Ignited Life Coaching, the accommodations are included. We'll be in Destin, Florida. We'll have a student house that'll be like this. It's near the beach, gorgeous house. We'll have photos and all kinds of amazing things happening. And then for those that will have a VIP option, you'll be able to stay on the beach. Okay. So we'll be in Destin, Florida again, which is very, very exciting. So that is included and the accommodations are included. And that'll be in May of 2024. Okay. So the week after Mother's Day. All right. And then let me stop sharing. And then we're also going to throw in another bonus for each program. Are you surprised? So the other bonuses, and I might have Wendy help me with the ILC list if you have it handy, Wendy. So for 6FB and ILC, for 6FB, you are going to get a bonus, and it is a mini branding package. Okay. So this is what we find is that the majority of you, your social media needs help. And when we come to your social profile on Facebook, we don't know who you are, what you do, who you serve. The cover isn't what it needs to be. Okay. That first impression is so important for attracting the right person to you. So we're going to have a mini branding package for you so we can get your tagline, like basically who you are, so people know right away who you are, who you work with. It's going to be branded. It's going to be gorgeous. You're going to get the Canva template so you can edit it yourself. this is a huge value. Okay. And then for those that are in Ignited Life Coaching, you get a full branding package. There's 4 phases to it, but we're going to get your Facebook cover. We're going to get your Facebook group cover. You're going to have assets for social media. You're going to have your landing page done for you so people can register for your challenge. You're going to have your email sequences. So all that stuff that you know you need, right? You know what I'm talking about, but you just aren't doing it, or you know, it's an investment. These, what I just shared with you just now with the in-person experiences, the branding packages, this is easily a $30,000 bonus here that we have for you. And we're going to be including it with those that are enrolling and stepping into the program. Okay. So we're making it just so easy for you. Total no brainer that this is absolutely for you. We're also going to do a Q&A Zoom tomorrow at 11 a.m. Central. Connect with the person who invited you to this masterclass from Team Goal Digger if you want the Zoom link for that. And it'll be a info session on our programs. It'll be tomorrow at 11 a.m. Central on Zoom. It's just, if you guys want to find out more, I'll screen share. I'll go over the curriculum. I'm going to go through specifically what's included in both programs, kind of slow things down a little bit. So come to that info session if you have some burning questions, okay? So for day 3, I'm bringing back, by popular demand, Wendy Cat. Looking good, Wendy. How's it going? Yay. Oh, I can't hear you. There you go. Okay, it's all good. It's all good. We figured it out. All right, girlfriend. So, I mean, everyone's crushing it. I'm loving the energy. Yeah, the energy, the Zooms, all of it's been so awesome. And we're going to be jumping into day 3. So I'll turn it over to you. And here we go, guys. Get out your workbook and pen and paper.
Yeah, I mean, yesterday was fire, and my messenger's been blowing up all day and last night. People questions, just running through things. Homework was amazing. Like, yeah, the energy is so high. I'm so happy. And those that are in VIP, like working through their business plans, like if you guys aren't in VIP, just reach out to your contact. We'll get you in there. But it's so worth it. It's so worth it because that whole business plan, that it's awesome. So, and it's customized to you. You're going to leave with that and have this beautiful map to your business. So I'm super excited about that, if you can't tell. So today we're going to talk about lead generation. So grab your workbooks, and the first part you'll see is, in order to successfully implement multiple streams of income, you will need to generate leads. Leads is where you're going to fill in. So leads are super important because without them, we have no one to convert to. So, and we're going to show you where you can find the leads. There's so many different places you can do it. But that is one of the things that people get really stuck on, that they're just like, how do I find my people? It's like, there's so many ways, and most of them are free. Because I always go back to that, you guys. We spend enough money investing in programs and things like that we need, but stop spending money on things that we don't need and utilize the free tools that we do have to help you, get to your goals. So, and then there are many ways to generate leads, but the fastest ways to create the know, like, and trust factor, which is super important, are Facebook Lives. And everybody gets about Facebook Live. No, it is a little scary. So I remember the first time I did a Facebook Live, and I did it inside my community, in my group, because that feels safe, right? I still struggle sometimes going on my personal page. I don't know why. I don't struggle in here, but it's different. Right?
You're all over the internet right now, just so you know.
I know, but I'm just saying it feels comfortable because you're like with everybody. So I get it. I'm just telling you, like, I understand what it feels like to be a little nervous about going live. But I do recommend, and I know Kimberly recommends, going live versus recording and streaming. However, if that's the only way you can make it happen, then start there and do that, right? Yeah. But yeah, going live, it's gonna 10x your know, like, and trust factor. That's how I found Kimberly. Kimberly was in a group. She was live in Rob Sperry's group, and I was like, this girl is my kind of girl, and I felt like I knew you, like, from the very first live, and if that was just a static post, I would never have felt that way. So that is the number one way to find leads, because they're going to find you when you show up live. So we're going to go through. Do you want to add anything to that?
Yeah. So go ahead and write down for yourself any variations to that. if there's a different place you want to go live, we have found Instagram is really great because if you've noticed, if you go on the app, it'll pop up who's going live. There's not that many people going on live on Instagram. It's not like every 5 seconds, it's like someone's going live. So if you're on there, I mean, I think I follow like about 5,000 people. So depending on how many people you're following, that's just based off that. And it's not that common. So if you really want to think about finding your space and niche, Instagram would be good. And then you can go live on YouTube. So that's a cool thing. Or you can do multi-stream like we're doing. We use StreamYard. YouTube could be good. LinkedIn, you can go live on LinkedIn now. So that's awesome. TikTok, you can go live. That's another spot where there was one time I went and had 500 live viewers. I was like, what is happening right now? I wish I would have had something to offer them because I was just like doing my weekly thing. Yeah. And so TikTok can be really good if you've narrowed in on TikTok. That's one. And then Pinterest, it's a newer feature, but I have Lindsay Sewell. She's been consistently working Pinterest. She's even had new customers coming into her network marketing business through Pinterest that she doesn't know. So you have to apply, I think, for Pinterest at this point. I think they're just working with the bandwidth of integrating that into their platform. My point is most platforms have some form of live video now. Yeah. So it doesn't have to be Facebook on your wall. That's not what we're saying. What we're saying is even if you want to host a webinar, what we're saying is the live piece is an energetic exchange. This is why pre-recorded is different because you're not engaged with the audience. You're talking to yourself right on the computer. So yeah, that's what I would say about that for sure.
Yeah. And here's another really cool way to go about it. If you're nervous about going live, then you could do an interview where you're not live by yourself, So that's a way you can do it. And there's lots of people in our community that I'm sure that would share their time with you and be able to go live with you. So yeah, and it doesn't have to be long. That's
no, it doesn't have to be long. And I mean, look at probably comparing back to your first ones, Wendy. I'm sure you've made a lot of progress, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. One of my first ones, it's still there if you want to see it. It's on my wall. Like one of my first ones, while I was live, I wiped snot off of Elise's nose, like her nose was running. And while I was live, I just wiped it off and like wiped it on my clothes. Like you could see, and I didn't realize it because it was a mom move, where you're like, ah. And I mean, snot there. I mean, I can't even tell you. One time I knocked over my glass of water, which knocked over the lighting, which knocked over something else. And I was like, well, I guess we're just going to keep on rolling, Oh my gosh. One time the police, I was like in a park recording like a thing and the police were coming because I was doing work out there. I don't know, but it's fine. I didn't get arrested. So you know what? We haven't lost anybody yet. Like you're going to be fine. It's such a mindset thing is what it comes down to. It's your confidence in yourself.
And I mean, there's times where I've gone live where I feel great. And there's other times where I'm like, whoa, that was a hot mess. Like, what was I doing? Like mentally, like sometimes, and so you just go with it and you just go with the flow. And actually, I feel like, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think you like it when you see people just be themselves or have, mistakes happen. Or I know I had my phone pop when I was using my phone, it like popped out of the holder and like fell. And so like, there was all this chaos and it just, you keep it real. It's like, that's what it's all about. Where personal branding is about connecting with people and that's the best way for them to get to know you, especially when something crazy happens.
Yes. Oh, were you on there that one time where I started swearing?
No.
Oh, so Zoom, this is why I stopped using Zoom. I was streaming live into a group or no, it was like this group, like it was a free group and I was just doing my weekly thing and suddenly Zoom stopped working while I was live. And I was voice memoing my assistant and I was like, the effing Zoom. Like I was literally swearing and I thought that we had dropped the Zoom. No. Oh no. The Facebook Live was still going and everybody heard me freaking losing my ish. And so suddenly I see a text message, hey, we can hear you and you're live. Like someone was like, heads up. And I was so mortified. I was like, oh my gosh. I got 10 DMs right away from people going, I'm so glad that you're normal and you're human because you seem so together. And I'm so glad I just saw you lose your ish. So I was like, okay, there's proof right there that people like real. You guys do not forget that.
Yes, it's absolutely. Okay. So everybody should be committing to go live. Let us know in the comments when you're going live tag us so we can see you and support you. Last year I did a go live challenge. I might do it again, but yeah, I know.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
and it was fun because we all need a little push. So, all right. So those are our Facebook Lives. So that's the number one way to generate leads is Facebook Lives. All right. So the next one is ask for referrals. So we talked about this a little bit yesterday, and it's true, you guys. We suck at this. We don't take time to take that next step and you have to ask. I know that it feels great when someone gives you a referral or a testimony without you asking. That is very flattering, but it normally does not happen like that. And not because they're not happy with the product or the service that you did, or not that they're not thinking about you. It's just we're all busy. So you have to make the effort. You have to ask. So asking for a referral, asking for a testimony is so important. So having some kind of a system in place, I have found that has worked the best for me with asking for referrals and for testimonies. I just make it part of my flow. And then I also have like a Google form for testimony. So I'm like, hey, can you do a testimony for me? And then it makes it easy for them. So same thing with referrals. So referrals are huge. I mean, again, we talked about this yesterday about how this is a social platform. This is a social business, and people listen to their friends and family and to people that they respect. So that is super important. Anything you want to add to that, Kimberly?
No, I love that. I think that's great. And one of the things we have, I think it's in Six Figure Breakthrough. Yes, we actually have a project broadcast campaign already done for you. So for those, remember, if you're in ILC, you get 6FB. In the guide section inside of the group is a whole entire project broadcast guide where we already have all the campaigns done for you, and you just take a code and put it on your phone and it'll load into your project broadcast. We have a 3-day referral blitz. It's really great to do if you have customers or potential customers. You can raffle off a product, but basically it's a 3-day blitz. And so you invite them to come be a part of the giveaway. I've even just posted, hey, who wants to win this product on my wall, and got all those people into it. We have it all done for you. So we'll show you how to do a 3-day referral blitz. I had 4 enrollments when I did that, 4 in one weekend. And it was all automated. It was all on project broadcast. So that I would add that.
Yeah. So you just want to make sure that you're putting it in a system. Make it, if you're not intentional with it and you're just like, I'll remember to ask you all. So make it part of, your system, or do a blitz, every quarter or every month or whatever, whatever makes sense for you, and it'll happen. So that's great. All right. So the next one is freebies and lead magnets. Now these, you guys, this is one of the things that when I first came to Gold Digger World, I didn't even know what that was. That was a whole new concept for me. And it's genius. It's genius. And once you can play around with Canva. If you guys like Canva, I love Canva. It's Canva. It's like a stress reliever. I just play around in there. You can make things so pretty and so impressive. They're like, wow, look at I'm like, I know, I'm so good. But you can create really simple freebies of information that people want. And then you put it in a really cool landing page. And again, it can be very simplistic. What do we use for our landing pages?
We have ClickFunnels and we have Aweber.
Aweber, yeah. So they're very very user friendly. You can set those up and easily automate getting people's emails, getting their information, getting them into your community. But you don't need to even do that. You don't even need to use a landing page. I mean, that is the automated way. That's the way we would recommend to make your life easier. But even just having a freebie that you can say, hey, I just created this freebie for, the top 10 ways to lose weight before, beach season, and who's interested. They raise their hand and you bring them into your community. You give them the link to your community, and there's the freebie, right? So you're just offering them something free that they want to help grow your community, which, we all love our Facebook community. So those are great.
We'll talk about more on Monday for that.
Yeah.
We'll give you guys a ton of ideas of different kinds, and you can absolutely use it for network marketing, direct sales. By the way, if you're promoting something else of someone, so you're doing affiliate marketing, we, one of our students and we did a webinar together. It was just had a few ideas to automate your business. And then we shared this software that we were affiliates for, and tons of people jumped in for it. So our lead magnet was the webinar, the training, you guys. So don't overthink it. You don't even need to make anything in Canva, but we love Canva because it's Canva. Mm-hmm.
Yes. Canva's fun. And I'm scared of Canva. Again, that's another thing. I was scared of it. It sat there for a while. But, eventually I was like, let me just see. And then, just do it. Just have fun with it.
Get in there.
Yeah. And just one other thing about freebies and lead magnets. You could literally have one really good one and use that forever. Like I said yesterday, I have that one that I created when I first started with you, Kimberly, and people still opt in for it. I think I have 3 altogether, but that one gets used all the time. So you don't have to have tons of them. And then some people do. They like to create new ones, maybe a new one every month or whatever, but you really only need a couple really good ones. And that'll work for you. So it's not something that you're like, oh, I have to do a new lead magnet all the time. It's not like that. So okay. The next way to generate leads is guest experts doing trainings. So this is really great. So when you have your value-based community, we need to fill it up with value. But one of the ways that you can do that, because you don't have to do it all by yourself, you can have guest trainers come in who are experts in the field of, the industry that you're, selling to. So if you're health and wellness, maybe there's people from the health and wellness world. If it's beauty people, things like that. So they can come in and do a guest training. You could do, like we were saying before with the lives, you could do an interview. The cool thing about it is when you have a guest trainer or somebody that is going to do an interview with you, you're going to leverage their audience also. So they're going to promote what they're, hey, I'm going into Kimberly's group to do a guest training, and we're going to promote them. So it's this cross promotion. And then it helps build your community and brings you more leads, exposes you to new people and a new audience that are interested in what you're selling because it's in the same niche, the same industry or genre. So guest training is a great way. And it helps, what I love about it? It helps each other, like we're always looking for places to go and share, and then other people need help growing their communities. So you might as well work together. So that's a really great way to do that too.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you can go into other people's groups as the guest expert, ask. I mean, if you, let's say you're a homeschool mom and you're really, getting the whole schedule down, and maybe you're a mompreneur, right? You've got your business in that, and that's just a skill you've developed. And others that run Facebook groups that have moms in the group offer to come in and talk about scheduling your day, prioritizing, being able to put mom hat on, business hat on. If you're running a group, you're always looking for content. You're always looking for training. Like it's a lot to run a group, as we all know.
Yes. Yes. And then also, like you were saying, like take your expertise and go into other communities and look for opportunities like, hey, just free training, just want to serve, right?
Yes.
And giving you exposure. And then it could lead to whatever. And we talked a lot about that yesterday. It might have been in the VIP, but just things that it's like the trickle effect, right? You do things like you write a book or, and that might lead to maybe a free speaking engagement, but then maybe that free speaking engagement leads to a paid engagement. So there's all these things that you can be doing that maybe you don't see the result at that moment, but it trickles, and so then you have to think about the long term. This is why we want you to goal set far, far out, and not just like, oh, I need to make money like next month. Of course you do. Of course we want you to make money, but what we want you to work on are things that are going to serve you for the long haul so that you can really make big money. Right?
Yeah. I remember when I had my first office for Cutco Cutlery. So I was a district manager for Vector Marketing in Westmoreland County. It's outside of Pittsburgh, if anyone's over there. And when we started it, you actually put ads in the paper. So this was in 2003. But I'll never forget, they said, you will do all these we went canvassing on the campuses. You will do all of these things, and you won't know what sticks. You won't know what actually gets the person to come in. And it's the same thing with your marketing. You might do like with seeing me in Rob Sperry's group. I actually didn't know that. So I had gone into his group. He had me come in there. I think maybe I wanted his business page. I don't know, but I had him come into my community, and then maybe, I put a story up with a freebie, and maybe you saw that. Maybe you saw a Trello board training on YouTube. Like, you don't know. So instead of this immediate, you put a post up and you didn't get a sale from it, that's not going to make you a 6-figure or 7-figure earner, or it's not lasting, or it's not duplicatable. So we are challenging you to think like marketers. We are challenging you to think differently about this. And when you go into someone else's community, always get permission to promote something. So have a call to action at the end, and it might be, hey, if this training was helpful and you want my checklist or my cheat sheet or my Trello board, just put me below, but get permission from the person's group you're going into. Don't invite them to come into your group. Like, if you go into someone's group, don't try to, it's like, not like you're taking them, but it's just kind of icky. So what I recommend doing is, if you do book a guest training in someone else's group, is that you ask for permission. Hey, I've got a free resource that I think will help them. Can I gift that to them? And 9 times out of 10, they're going to be like, yes, absolutely.
And it is about exposure. So like you said, like, I saw you in Rob's group, but I might have also seen, you pop up on a live somewhere else, or a freebie, or maybe there's an email or whatever. And maybe it just didn't click right away, but then it all starts adding up,
Yes.
like, and they say, and now with social media, and it used to be with like sales in person, it would be like 3 to 4, maybe 8, connects before you can convert them. It's a lot higher actually, because on social media, because there's just so much, like, like, so distracted. So it could take up to 14 times before someone actually is like, wait a minute, this girl is in my, like, on my profile, all the time. So, remember all of these things that we're going over. If you do all of these things, they all add up. So it is important to do different things and not rely on one way to look for leads, and don't assume you're going to convert a lead just because you went live one day.
Right. Yeah. No, let go of the outcome. Just let go of the outcome. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. All right. So that was that. Okay. And I kind of mentioned this too. So interviews, doing interviews kind of goes along with the whole like expert training and things like that. But I did want to mention it for those of you, if anyone out there has a podcast or is interested in doing a podcast, let us know in the comments. Because we've done podcasts in a day twice in our programs, and they've been amazing. And so many of our students have launched their podcasts. And that's another great way to expose yourself to another audience, to have people come and do interviews. There's so many things. And same with like YouTube. And then we're going to go down a rabbit hole, but like, you do a podcast, and then you can take that and you can put it on the YouTube, and you can do a Pinterest blog, and like all the things. And you can hit all these audiences with one piece of content. And we talk about that in our programs too. So
repurposing. We want you to work smarter, not harder, guys. Like, it really, if you think that, oh my gosh, just, Kimberly and Wendy, do they ever sleep? Yeah, we do. We sleep, we work out, we have vacations, we have time with our family, we have downtime, because we know how to repurpose content. And that's having a content strategy. So you don't want to just go and record a reel. Like, it's not going to, I'm telling you, you got to have a strategy. It's really important. So we have some bonus ideas.
Some bonus ideas.
I'll give you guys a couple of ideas and you can chime in. She's like, really? Tell me more. Okay. So we have Reels and TikToks.
Oh, yeah.
And Reels and TikToks easy, but remember, it's not about the numbers. It's not about, I've had videos go viral, and I either couldn't keep up with the comments because, TikTok, you can't DM people who aren't following you, or it was just went viral and I didn't have anything to convert. So Reels and TikToks, you always want to ask yourself, what's the point of this? And the point might just be funny. It might be entertaining. It might just be, you want to give a few tips. That's cool. Okay. But we want it to be in alignment with your content strategy. So, kind of three main themes, most likely for Reels and TikToks. So for my stuff, if you watch them, they're pretty much all about mindset, marketing, and money. That's the 3 themes of all my Facebook Lives, all that. So Reels and TikTok's a great way to generate leads. So don't do them just to do them. You want to have a map. Where are people going? What's that action? What link is in your bio, and where is that taking people? Another bonus idea is stories. We have a student right now who's doing a couple $100,000 a year. She wasn't making any money when she came into our programs, guys. So if you're like, could that be me? She didn't have a strategy. She was like, who's going to want to hear what I have? Nobody cares. I'm like, yes, they do. You're interesting. People like you. So when she started like just owning who she was, she actually found her just place was reels and stories. She does almost all of her business on Instagram reels, Instagram stories, and then some on Facebook reels, Facebook stories. That's where her business is. A couple $100,000 is what she's making from her cell phone. So if you don't think stories are important, they are absolutely important. Also, we cover that extensively in our programs of how to build a story sequence, how to sell on your stories and all of that. But how many of you know you need to up your story game? Put that in the comments, because the struggle is real, okay? And that's probably why you don't know what to do in your stories, because you're like, I don't know what to do. I'm boring. No, you're not, okay? You're not boring. You're interesting, okay? Your ordinary can be extraordinary to somebody else. You just got to find your people, okay? And then another bonus idea, I mentioned this, was free webinars. Host a free training or a webinar. Any of you could put something on the books next week. I know I'm positive if I talk to you and ask you a few questions, Wendy and I could find something for you to cover. You're just not giving yourself that credit like we were talking about, okay? Shout out to Wild Blossom on Instagram. That's awesome. And then live launch. Our final bonus is live launching. So this process of what you're seeing, the experience you're having with us, has taken years to develop, okay? There was, you don't even want to know what the first one was like. So there's a process that we have fine-tuned, we've tested, we've tried, we've gone from really long process to condensing it down. And we found a beautiful flow and cycle that we love. It's sustainable, but there's a lot of moving parts that go into that. I mean, how many of you would like to have the checklist going into a live launch? And a live launch is where you launch something live. So if you have a course, you're going to learn how to launch it live. Okay. It's a fabulous way to do business. People love it. It really is one of the most powerful ways to bring an offer to market. But the amount of leads that you can generate from a live launch could change your entire business. Remember, one email is equal to $100 in potential revenue, okay? So you get 100 people on there, boom, you've got a really viable list. You could do that with one live launch. I mean, isn't that exciting to know? In one live launch cycle, you could get 100 people on your email list and have potential, was that 10,000 or 100,000? Let's see, 10000.
You're not the math girl.
I know. I looked at you and I was like, she's gonna look back at me. So 10,000. We're the dynamic duo. $10,000 in potential revenue with a 100 person email list. You don't mean to tell me you couldn't go get 100 people to enroll and sign up for your live launch? Yes, you could. Okay. But the live launch, we've got that down. We have the checklist. We have part of Ignited Life Coaching is we'll do your landing page for you. We'll make all of your graphics, your assets. We'll teach you how to go ahead and bring it to market. So that live launch, I would put a star by that one, because the leads you get from a live launch are going to be higher quality than the ones you get from a reel, typically, right? Reel, attention span, checked out, scrolling, where a live launch, they're signing up to learn from you. I feel like that energy is different, don't you?
Yep.
Yeah. All right. What's next up in the workbook?
We got a little bit of homework, but actually, I just wanted to add another bonus. It's not social media. Well, it could be social media, but don't forget about networking. And you can do virtual networking on social too, but like that's a really great way to collaborate with others and to connect and get leads that way. So I just want to throw that out there. Like, networking that's my heart. So like I just have had such great experience with networking in person, because we talked about in-person events. It does make a difference if you can do it. If not, there are virtual networking opportunities also. And that's another great way to make connections that you never would make before.
Yeah.
So.
Absolutely. And now, I mean, you're really good at locating these, but we might have something for you down the road too, because we're gonna. But there's online ways to find the groups for your local area online. If you guys didn't know that, like just search, what would be a good thing that they can search?
Women's networking communities, or
Yeah.
groups.
Female local. Yeah.
Yeah. I would start with, personally, I think that's a great place to start. But there's always like your chamber of commerce that's local, like if you want to, depending on your niche and everything. But I know my local chamber of commerce also has a women's part of it, where women's leadership, which is really cool. So yeah, just start Google. You'll be shocked. You'll be like, oh, I didn't even know all this stuff was here. Like,
Yes.
I know I didn't know. And then I started looking, and then all of a sudden they just kept popping up all over. And I know when I first started looking into networking, everything was during the day, and I work full time. And this is pre-COVID, obviously. And then I found a couple that were in the evening, so I could go. And then when I was able to go during the day, there is a lot more that you can do during the day, but there is something out there for you. And if you're not connected to some type of network, you should make that a priority also to do that.
Yeah, I agree. If you're ever just sitting there like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong, I don't have enough people, you are doing something wrong and we need to help you get more people. So that's real, okay? Because you don't know, or you do know and you're not doing it, which is usually the motivation because you're not clear on your mission, right? Do you guys see how Lori was talking when we interviewed her, and she's talking about like, it's so easy, I'm just getting clients. It's because she's clear, okay? She's clear, she has her purpose, she's on point. So we can help you with that. But there, as you can tell from what we shared, you should not be short on leads. No way.
No. You got to add a couple more things. If you're already doing a couple of the things that we mentioned, you need to add a couple more things to that list and make it part of your DMO of what, your business plan, like whatever you're doing, your marketing plan. You need to be doing multiple things, not just, one or two of the things. Cause it's just, you're going to feel like you're spinning wheels.
Yes.
It's worse. Like we got to move forward. So yeah. Okay. So we have homework.
Yeah. And you're going to brainstorm, choose 1 to 3 that lead gens that we just shared with you guys. You guys see the section in your workbook for that. You can just kind of map it out. And instead of just putting like reels, can you put like, I will do a reel every other day or once a day, and here's 3 topics or 3 themes, like kind of flesh it out a little bit more for us. Okay. And then what do we have for homework?
The homework is complete the following action steps and drop the results inside our Facebook group on the homework feed. So you want to choose the main avenue you will use to generate leads and start implementing today.
Easy enough.
Yep. Yeah, that was super easy.
I know, because everyone's working on their business plans. We had to be a little easier on you with the homework this round because we have you guys working on your business plans. Yeah. Just so you know, we're presenting business plans in VIP today. So if you want to come be a fly in the wall, you'll just need to hang with us if you're going to jump in, because we're finishing obviously the 3 days, but you can put VIP in the comments and we'll let you come be, and then you can go back and watch the trainings. So we have hashtag day 3 homework is in guide number 7. And you'll see the link for the millionaire mindset meditation tracks. There's meditation, affirmations, guided visualizations. There's 12 of them. I recommend listening to them minimum once a day, if you can in the morning and then at night. And that actually is reprogramming your subconscious mind. And then we also have a bonus for you on Monday at 2:00 Central. We're going to do how to generate leads with your freebie, your lead magnet. We touched on it today. And then all the videos are coming down Tuesday night at midnight Central. They're coming down from the Facebook group. So if you bought VIP, you'll have access in the back office. And then tomorrow at 11 a.m. Central, just on Zoom, so it won't be in here. You can get the link from our team. We are going to do a Q&A Zoom at 11 o'clock Central, where I will be going over 6FB and ILC. So we're going to go through the programs. I'm going to show you what's really included, just so you know exactly what you're going to get by coming into it. Or if you have questions, right? Like, is it the right program for me? You can always DM me. You can DM Wendy, our team. But it'll be a good chance for us to just walk through all of that. And then, the question we want to leave you with is, how will you accomplish your goals leaving from this? Okay. And what I mean by that is, we're talking a lot about marketing. We're talking advanced strategies here. And Wendy and I firmly believe in our hearts that this is what is necessary. It's not an optional thing anymore. It's necessary to learn true, real marketing to be successful on social media beyond a one-hit wonder. If you launch with a network marketing company, and you put a post up and you've got, 10 people who join your team, that's going to fizzle out really fast. So learning how to build your personal brand, how to get a social media content strategy in place, get your daily method of operation down. Like, what are you doing every day to grow your business? Getting leads coming to you, learning how to close those leads, and all of that is what we are to teach you. So instead of fumbling around, ask yourself, how long have you been going at it? And how's that working for you? And if you don't have what you need, we are inviting you to come into these programs so that way we can fast track that for you. So we can get you earning while you're learning. But to get your business to a place where there's systems, there's strategies, you feel confident, you have the clarity, you know exactly what you're doing and it's working. And being obviously in a community with support and accountability and a little kick in the pants here and there. And Wendy seems very kind and sweet, but she is tough. Okay. I have heard from the people. Okay. They're like, yeah. And then Wendy, all right, she didn't let me get away with it. And this is where we're at. I'm like, good. We don't want you to get away with it because you're an entrepreneur. If you're left to your own devices, you'll talk yourself out of things or you'll give yourself, I'll do it tomorrow. And you don't do it. Like, let's be serious. You are not awesome at managing yourself sometimes. So you've got to learn how to develop that discipline, and we're here to support you for that. Okay. So we have these amazing bonuses when you enroll in these programs. Each program will come with an in-person experience. So you get to meet me, you get to meet Wendy, you get to meet the other ladies on the team. Also, both programs will come with a branding package specific to that program. So we can get your social media looking fly, looking dope, looking sharp. So people want to do business with you. Okay. So as a final thing as we wrap this up, we're going to go into VIP now, but make sure you take a picture of us. I forgot to do this yesterday. And thanks for Instagram for hanging with us. Take a picture and throw it in your stories, and you can tag us and just say, crush day 3 of the multiple streams to Multimillions Masterclass, and ask a question. Turn it into a curiosity story, okay? Or a post and say, how many streams of income do you have? Or what's your goal for streams of income by the end of the year? Turn it into a question that you can ask people and attract other business builders to you, other entrepreneurs to you, and you'll be surprised at what can come from that conversation, okay? Which is really cool. So we're not done yet. We'll be together on Monday, but thank you everybody who's helped us make this week successful. So we're going to go to VIP now. So if you want to do VIP, drop that in real quick. All the VIPers, get your booties to the Zoom so we can review those business plans and answer your questions. And then we'll come back tomorrow at 11 a.m. Central for the Q&A Zoom, okay? Get the Zoom from our team. We will email that out as well. So make sure your emails are coming into your inbox from us. And then all of us will come back here together at Monday at 2:00 Central, where we're streaming now to go over lead magnets, freebies, and how to turn lead gen into an autopilot machine. So thank you, Wendy. This is so much fun. You guys rocked it today. Yes. Good job, guys. And until next time, get lit in your business and set your soul on fire. We will see you soon.
It has been phenomenal. The women in there are amazing, and Kimberly's one-to-one teaching, as well as the group trainings, the coaching that we have with the coaches, your personal coach, has meant that I am now launching my own coaching business for mums with strong-willed children, and I am so excited to be able to help more women, and it's all thanks to Kimberly and her team. So I want to say a big shout out to Kimberly. You are changing my life.
It was amazing. Her knowledge is endless. Her energy is contagious, and her fearlessness is inspiring. I love working with her. I learned so much. Thank you so much, Kimberly, for everything that you do, not only for me, but for your whole community and for the industry. You are amazing. Thank you.
Just to give thanks to Kimberly Olson, the Gold Digger Girl. Ever since I started her program, I have achieved 5 rank advancement. If you haven't checked that out, do.